Hey! Hi, everybody! I was just practicing some movement because, that's a fun thing to do. And it's actually what we're going to talk about today at Acting from All Angles. Yay! First, let me introduce myself. My name. Just had a little happy hour. Not. My name is Julianne Lichty-Stratton, and I am the creator of Actors in Action Professional Acting Conservatory, where we are dedicated to creating a fail-proof acting process for our actors so they can rock any audition, callback, or booking, or anything to do with acting. So today we're going to talk about movement. It's been really, really cool in my classes this week, well, the last couple of weeks. First of all, I went in and I've been working with Jeff Johnson and Robert Andrus a little bit with their casting, helping them out there. And of course, I'm learning so much by watching. I've done casting before. I've cast my own things, but it's been really, really cool being able to see casting and how it works within their office specifically. And one thing that I've really been noticing, well, one of the many things, is movement and how important movement is for acting, especially for character development and in comedy. Tons of movement. You can do so much with movement in comedy. All right, so we're going to be talking mostly about a couple of things I've been doing in my classes lately. We've done them before, but I'm really bumping up the movement, and that is called effort shape. It is a type of movement you can do. There's so many different ways you can approach movement, and you can train and learn how to move for acting. But I really like effort shape. So I'll go back to my past a little bit, where I went to DePaul Acting School, the theater school at DePaul University in Chicago, and it's a 4-year program. I got my BFA there, and we had a movement class every year. We had movement, acting, and voice. So like an hour and a half a day, or every 3 to 4 times a week. And I loved the movement classes. They were always wacky and crazy and fun and super helpful. And some of them I didn't understand what the techniques were about until like a few years later after I'd graduated. And I was like, oh, okay, I see why we were doing this and what this had to do with acting. But I'm also a trained ballet dancer myself. So I'm really comfortable with my body. I know how to move it. And that's something I think if you have kids that want to get into acting, I would get them into dance ASAP. Just get them in there because you're going to learn how to use your body. And even now, if you are an actor and you feel a little awkward in your body, go take a dance class. Any kind of dance will be really, really helpful and focus getting into your body. So, all right, so effort shape. Effort shape, I'm going to give you a couple of links here, of course, because I'm your link girl. Let's see, here is an article on effort shape from Theater Folk blog. And it talks about what it is. Effort shape was developed by this man named Rudolf Laban. He was a modern dancer, and then he worked with actors a lot. And he had this idea that there were 6 different kinds of movement, basically, which were indirect, direct, light and heavy or strong, and sustained and quick. And there's also, some people say he did bound and free as well. I wasn't taught that way, but that's on some of the literature for it if you want to look it up. So what he did is he took those 6 different kinds of movements and he put them together, he combined them for three each, and made other kinds of movements, 8 in total: ring, punch, press, glide, float. All of those movements have very specific things they're doing. They're either indirect or direct. They're either light or strong, or lighter, strong, or lighter, heavy, or they are quick and sustained. So you combine those 3 together and you're going to get different kinds of movement. And so how the actor uses this is you explore these different kinds of movements, like ring. Ring is indirect, strong, and sustained. So you think of like, I'll get up and start moving for you. Just think of like the orcs on Lord of the Rings, and just are very like ringy, and punch is more like punching, you're straightforward. Glide, clearly you're just gliding, you're moving slowly. So what you can do is you can take these different movements and really explore them in your body, and then you can tone them down a titch and put them into the characters that you're playing. So, and it can really help. Now, if you look online or if you go to movies or whatever and you see the really great actors like Daniel Day-Lewis and Tilda Swinton and Meryl Streep and Tom Hardy, who else? There's a bunch of them out there that are really versatile. We've got our really super versatile actors. And then we've got actors that are good but that aren't as versatile, like Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise always plays Tom Cruise. He doesn't ever do like character-y work kind of thing. And that's cool because he's still great. But these other people that have this versatility, if you really watch them, what they're doing is they are using different movement and different voice to achieve these different kinds of characters. They also probably have a different energy they're playing, different things like that, but it starts with movement and voice. So with the Laban effort shape work, it's going to teach you how to use your body for these different kinds of characters you want to do. And you can also find and explore if you're kind of lost with a character, if you're like, well, I'm playing this role and he's a cowboy and I need to make him a little more cowboyish, I don't know how to do it. You can get into the effort shape and you can practice and you can learn. Does he have kind of a ring to him? Does he have kind of a punch or a slash? Does he have a float every once in a while? Does he do stuff like that? How does he talk? Does he talk like a ring? Does he talk like glide? Most cowboys probably don't talk like glide when they're cowboys, but that might be a nice juxtaposition to put in there. Who knows? So this is something for you to explore and use your body with that. I'm going to put in a couple of other things. Here's something. This is a really cool one. It's this dancer, and she's using these different kinds of movements on two different screens. So you can see the difference between direct and indirect, heavy and light, sustained and quick, etc. And it's really cool to see her exploring that. So something you could do is if you want to explore effort shape, you could watch her and move like she moves. See how she's moving and see how it makes you feel. Notice the different ways you move your body, you're going to feel differently. And also when you people watch, notice how they move. Everybody moves a little bit different. And you might want to imitate people and see how moving like them is going to make you feel differently and how you can incorporate that into your work. Now, I want to say as a side note, as a caveat to all this, that I think it's super important to learn how to act first before you start throwing all this character-y stuff on you. Because if you're going to act, you need to act from yourself. You need to be real. You need to be able to connect with people. You need to be able to get what you want, play your verbs, go after it. You need to be able to do give and take. So get into a good acting class that teaches you basic acting technique. Once you get that down, then I suggest start to explore this other stuff. You can certainly work on movement and voice before you start exploring it in a character kind of way, because you want to be versatile and you want to be able to do that. But get the basics down first. You're going to do yourself a huge favor if you do that, and if you don't, it's probably not going to come across as authentic as it needs to. So I know that, like, for some of my students that are learning the basics, if they go to an audition and they have to like suddenly like do something a little more character-y, oftentimes it's hard for them to stay real and play things a little more over the top or a little more character-y or whatever that would be. And if you get to the point where you can still be really real and then throw that stuff on, then you've got really something amazing, and it's going to help you book so much more. Okay, so if you can take a dance class, if you can take a movement class, get your butts there, go ahead and do it. Here is another little video I found from the National Theater where a movement coach is working with this woman who was playing Nora in Doll's House, Ibsen's classic. And it's really cool to watch how they use different things. They pull things from paintings, they pull things from colors, they pull things from animal work. Some people do a lot of animal work. I know in acting school, when I was there, we were right by the zoo, and one of our assignments was to go there and observe animals. I observed the penguins, and then we had to come back and we had to move like that and then incorporate it into a character, into something that we would want to do. I know that the woman that played Tanya Harding in I, Tanya talks a lot about animal work. I heard her talking in an interview about how she felt like Tanya was kind of like a pit bull. So she had this pit bullish move to her, and that helped her really capture that, and her performance was incredible. So we're scratching the surface with movement. It's really, really cool stuff, you guys. Getting in touch with your bodies, getting able to express yourself in a different way than you're used to expressing is so helpful for acting. All right, so there you go. There's some stuff about movement. You've got some nice resources there. I even have a effort-shaped thing I'm going to put on my website, which my website is acting up right now, so I got to fix that. But I'll put that up there, and I'll send the link here on Actors and Actioners to you guys so you can read all about it. Okay, so we're wrapping up my classes for Actors in Action right now. We're going into our summer break next week. Wednesday night we have our industry night. I'm really excited about that. We've got a couple of people coming in to watch actors do their one-line auditions and give them feedback, which is really exciting because, you know, we just don't get feedback much. Not a lot of actors get feedback, and to get industry professionals to be able to tell you what they saw from your audition is so valuable. It's so valuable. The more you can watch yourself, your auditions, the better. The more you can watch other actors' auditions, the better. It's really going to help you see what's out there and see what works and what doesn't work. So I really encourage that. You can look online and find people's auditions there. You can also go to my website, actorsinactionclass.com, and there's a link for the videos. You can go and look on the videos there of my students and just see what other people are doing for auditions and how it works and how it doesn't, because we all know that auditioning is a animal unto itself. Oh, and I see Chelsea's here. Hey, Chelsea, so good to see you. We got to hang out the other day working with Jeff and Robert on some kids casting. It was super fun. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I hope this has helped. Go get in a great acting class. You can certainly join mine. actorsinactionclass.com. You can check it out to find out more about it. And next week, I'm going to be in New York City, or on my way there. I'm going to be there for the next couple of weeks, so Actors and Actioners will be coming live from New York. All right, have a great weekend. Take care. We'll talk to you guys soon. We'll see you soon. Let us know if you have any questions about acting, and I will do my best to answer them. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.